SupYoLo.
SupYoLo.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, and thank you so much for tuning in to episode 12 of SupYoLo. Today I have a very good friend of mine, Preston Cornelius.
Hello, I'm Preston Cornelius, comedian, improviser, actor, and amateur filmmaker.
Man, it's really an honor to have you on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Can you tell me a little bit about what area you started in?
I've been an actor since as long as I can remember. My earliest acting experience was when I was in preschool. I'd wear Halloween costumes underneath my clothes and go to school, and during recess I'd go to the bathroom, change, and then I'd be Spider-Man, Batman,
How did it go from there?
I always wanted to be an actor, but growing up in like a farm town, playing sports like football.
Where are you from?
I'm from Armada. Playing sports like football and wrestling and all that, real men, testosterone, physical, masculine sports.
Yeah.
It's acting and theater was kind of like a gay thing. It had that stereotype.
It did.
My younger sister Trinity was in a show, Oklahoma.
OKLAHOMA, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's right. And I saw the show and I was just blown away by it. That particular production, like how good it was, actually came from our school, and I didn't know that's what I was missing out on. And my sister Trinity, she was up there owning it, and she was totally immersed with the world.
Totally.
On the stage, and I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. She didn't even have a big part. She was just an extra.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to do that. So she's basically my acting inspiration.
Really? So you would call your sister Trinity your inspiration?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who in the fame world are you inspired by?
Being a big dude, I really like John Candy and Chris Farley.
Totally.
And John Belushi, the fat guys, basically.
Would you say that that's your goal?
Yeah, but I want to live a lot longer.
Yeah. Totally.
Like they all died really young.
The best do. What would you say your motivation is to actually get up off your butt and do what you do?
I don't want to be a loser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just how it is. What do I want to do? I don't want to sit on the couch my entire life. I want to do something that's recreational for me. I love it. The reason why I love acting is because you're not.
I know exactly what you mean.
Well, what actors get wrong about it is that you're not being someone else. You're being a part of you don't normally explore. Mm-hmm. By being someone else, you learn who you are. A lot of people don't really know who they are. By playing different people, you're just amplifying something inside you didn't know you had all along.
Yeah.
That's what intrigues me about it. I like to challenge myself. I just like to be something. I like to immerse myself with whatever it is that I'm doing. Yeah.
That's great, man. That was really inspirational. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I know that you also said that you were a filmmaker. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
My main goal is to be on the television, do voiceovers or film. That industry. By being an amateur filmmaker, I feel like it's good exercise, good practice to help me as an actor understand the technology of it. I've had a lot of film acting classes, but it's not really that hands-on. You know what I'm saying? It's more textbooky, and they tell you, and they put little marks on the floor in the classroom. You walk from here to here, and they talk about continuity. They talk about it. You don't really get to do it that much.
Yeah.
And then when I direct these movies, I understand that, especially when I sit down and edit it, and I realize that this is messed up or that looks messed up. It's a learning process. And that's what I like about that. Being a theatrical actor, you learn how to tone yourself down. What's appropriate. It's all about the eyes, it's about the face. You can't lie on camera.
Oh, no.
You cannot. It picks up everything.
Can you tell me a little bit about some success that you've had in the amateur filmmaker industry?
Last summer, my senior year of high school, I think I was going through like a early life crisis. Ending high school it didn't feel like the beginning of something new to me. Okay. It almost felt like the end of something, like some kind of chapter, something that I'll never get back. It kind of symbolized my youth, and that it's going to be gone. So I took that time and I was like, I want to make a movie. And I had, some buddies in the theater department. We were the kind of guys that we talk about it and never do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know how to do it. And then I was just thinking, and I was on the toilet one day, and inspiration struck.
That's where it all happens, man.
I was watching Ed, Edd, and Eddy on my phone, and I was like, I could adapt this, you know? And I was like, we're not kids, though. And I was like, they'll be teenagers. There'll be teenage versions. So, and then while I was in the shower, I put the whole story together in my head before I actually sat down and wrote it. I told Ryan and Steve about it, and they were like, oh my God, let's do it. And then I was like, I don't know if we should get all the characters in it because that'd be a lot of work. And they're like, oh, dude, get all the characters in it. And I was like, so I got cast people now. So I basically went around the theater department, and that was very informative experience because it teaches you how to schedule things. If you watch the Ed, Edd, and Eddy fan film, if you go to Loon Lagoon Productions, I have a video called Ed, Edd, and Eddy fan film, or you can just type it in on the YouTube search bar, and it should be the first thing that pops up, Ed, Edd, and Eddy live action.
Check it out.
There's a scene in particular, the first thing we shot was when they're selling pet rock, and people showed up that day that I didn't need to be there, because in my head for some reason, like, I thought like we were going to get a lot more done, but I didn't realize like a 2-minute scene takes about like 2 hours. I was like, well, I guess I'll have you guys be some extras, you know, grab some pet rocks, you know. I tried to utilize them as best I could, and then that's when I realized from that on, I was like, I need to break this down and film it scene by scene, and it doesn't necessarily need to be filmed in order. Right. You know, that's what taught me the basic filmmaking thing, you know. I didn't think it was gonna blow up like it did. It's over at 1 million views. I just thought it was gonna be a cringy little video that would just be on there that I could look back, and I was like, I made this. I didn't want to be one of those people that said, yeah, we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great, we're gonna make a movie, and they never do anything. You know, they always say, oh, we're gonna do this, you know, we're gonna direct a play. You want to be interested in it, and then like they cast it, and then they like don't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. It's like, it really annoys the heck out of me. It's easier said than done.
Of course.
But if you really want to get it done, you can make it happen. It's a lot of work.
It's worth it in the end, though, man.
Yeah, I guess it kind of was. The biggest reward about it was the creator of Ed, Edd, and Eddy, Danny Antonucci, actually friended us on Facebook and said he loved the movie.
Wow, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Do you have anything in the works at the moment?
Right now, I'm working on a live-action Beavis Butt-Head series. It'll probably already be uploaded by the time this video in particular gets released, but this one in particular is really teaching me about directing. Not every actor works a specific way. About this movie, I'm not really making it for me, you know. Okay. I'm making it for me to learn, but I'm not in it like a whole lot. Yeah. You know, I'm just like a background character. Yeah. You know, and I just want it to be a big step up from Ed, Edd, and Eddy. I want the quality to be better. I just want it to look not so cringy.
Do you have any advice for a young filmmaker?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Get off your keister. You got to get friends that want to do it, okay? And remember, when it's a project that you're making, no one's going to want to do it more than you. What you need to do is you really need to explain how much this means to you and why you want to do this, okay? Be aware that other people have lives too, okay? So when you're scheduling things, don't confirm something with one person, you know, you got to get it across to everybody and then remind them like every other day. And don't plan things a couple days in advance. Plan things weeks, months in advance. Make it as good as you can make it. And be prepared for feedback, good and bad.
For all of our viewers out there, how can we find you, Preston?
Basically, Loon Lagoon Productions. It's the name of my YouTube channel.
Preston, thank you so much for coming onto the show. It was really an honor to have you.
Dude, I'm glad to be here, man.
And thank you so much for the advice that you gave to all these young actors and filmmakers. Keep a lookout for Ed, Edd, and Eddy, as well as Beavis and Butt-Head. Make sure that you stop over to Loon Lagoon Productions. I will put a link in the description below. And as always, hang loose.